Hello everyone, I'm Emmett and today we are working on the 3-inch square basket. So here are some of the tools that you will need that are not in your actual basket in the kit. So some scissors or another cutter, some clothespins or paper clips, or some thumbtacks, some warm water, a tape measure or ruler, a knife, a pencil, and some tape. Alright, so straight out of the bag, you want to take your unopened coil and place it in the warm water for 3 minutes. So after 3 minutes, you want to take it out of the warm water and you want to cut off the plastic that's the tape that's holding it together. Be careful not to cut any of the reeds because you do not want to cut those apart just yet. Each splint or reed has a rough and a smooth side. The smooth side always faces the outside of the basket, and you can tell which side is which by feeling it with your thumb. Some people can see it. If you cannot tell the difference between your rough and smooth side, it's okay. It's not too important. Now you want to cut your materials to length. You want 10 12-inch tan splints, 8 15-inch tan splints, and 5 15-inch blue splints. If you make a mistake and your reed is too short, you can take 2 scrap pieces and staple them together. As long as you have 3/4 of an inch overlap, it'll work. Tape 5 of these 12-inch pieces rough side up, and mark an X in the exact center of the center reed. Put an O in the middle of the rough side of a new 12-inch splint and weave it across the tape splints, covering the X with the O. Weave in new 12-inch splints above and below the one with the O. As in illusion C, make the ends even. Weave in 2 more 12-inch splints, one above and one below the first 3, as in illusion D. The woven part should measure 3 inches on each side. Remove the tape. You should have 4 extra inches of reed on each side. Your bottom is now complete. You are ready to work on the sides. The unwoven parts of the bottom splints will now be bent upwards to form the sides of the basket, and these will be called ribs. The longer pieces of splint will be woven around these ribs called weavers. Stand up a rib which has an under weave at the edge of the bottom. With a clothespin or a paper clip, clip a tan weaver to the bottom of the outside of the rib. Now stand up every other rib, that is, every rib which has an under weave at the edge of the bottom, and wrap the weaver around the basket. Crease the weaver sharply at the corners and clip it to at least 1 rib on each side. Remove the first clip and overlap the weaver by 3/4 of an inch. Cut off the extra. This 3/4 of an inch should be just long enough so that when the rib next to the first one is bent up, it covers off the cut off end. If you don't have an extra set of hands, use multiple fasteners to keep your project from falling apart at this stage. On a different side of the basket, start a second weaver by weaving over and under in the opposite direction. You want to tighten down your rows as you go. This will help you in the long run. You should now have 2 rows of weaving and all of your ribs should be standing up straight. Add the remaining weavers in this pattern. Tan, blue, blue, tan, blue, tan, blue, blue, tan, tan, tan. Alternate your inside-outside pattern so the odd-numbered rows match each other and even-numbered rows match each other. Push the weavers down tightly after each row. Start each row on a different side of the basket from the previous row. After 13 rows, this is what your project should look like. Cut off all the ribs that come up on the inside of the top weaver even, and tuck in the outside ribs into the 3rd row from the top. Cut off any frays, and you're good to go. Thank you for watching.